All right, ladies and gentlemen, we've been given a blessed opportunity today. And the opportunity that we have gotten today is to actually try out a Zani. But this is not just your regular neighborhood-friendly Zani. This Zani is kind of crazy. You can't really tell from the stat menu, but the fact that she only has 108.4% ER is not a problem, because this Zani, ladies and gentlemen, is S6 and R5. And they've also got one of the craziest echo builds I've seen. Crazy Nightmare Morning Ike's crit rate, crit damage, heavy attack and crit damage on the Rage Against the Statue. Double crit attack and heavy attack on their other 3 cost. Double crit heavy attack and ER on this one. And then crit damage, heavy attack. You might be wondering, oh wow, that's kind of low crit rate. Well, with Zani over here on her S2 just getting a straight up flat 20% crit rate boost, and we're going to have Shorekeeper, Phoebe, and of course the Eternal Radiance set giving 20%, and then 12.5 from Shorekeeper, we'll be at roughly around 90% in combat, which should be good. Alongside this Zani, we're going to be having a Phoebe with like 93, 195. She's like level 70 and stuff. She's in the middle of being leveled. I'm going to go ahead and make some slight adjustments because I'm going to be real here. There's pretty much no reason to actually have Phoebe on Eternal Radiance in this team. She doesn't do damage. So I'm just going to go ahead and put on an ER3 cost with nothing else. So that's the Phoebe that we're going to be using. You'll see why it doesn't really matter that much that her stats look like this. We might need some HP though. We'll look into that later. Hopefully she doesn't die. So what we're going to be doing is testing her out in all the various floors of the TOA, and we'll see how she does. I'm very excited to see how this works. We're going to start off against Glizzy Rider. All right, we're just going to take a while to rotate on Shorekeeper because, of course, Shorekeeper's a little bit slow. We're back on Phoebe. Use that liberation. And now we're gonna use Zani's liberation after getting that parry off, and oh my gosh. And do keep in mind that Zani gains additional blaze in the middle of her rotation. The second she goes below 70 blaze, she gains 70 more. So that's like, we did about 1% of her damage. Not really 1%, more like 20% of her damage, and the guy got completely cooked. Let's try out the side tower this time. And maybe this side will fare a little bit better. Right, and let me change up the team ordering because this is kind of what I prefer. Not really crazy, actually. Anyone saying that doesn't actually realize how little of the rotation I actually did. Okay, I'm like trapped. Oh, they have me in literal like air bondage. What is this? Yeah, these monkeys are awful.
Loading. Sentinel protects the crystals. Give me strength.
All right. Boom.
Do overtime. Come at me. Reduce to dust. That's just a scratch.
And you can see I had almost a full blaze bar still because we got that refresh. We got that refresh, so we had about, I don't know, 5, 6 more swings. 5, 6 more swings after that. That's how much damage we still have left over. We still have so many more attacks to do with Zani there. So many more attacks to do. And so now you might be thinking, all right, maybe the middle tower is where we're going to be able to see the full potential. We got the Dragon of Dirge ready for us this time. Let's give it a try.
I am graft you new. Sentinel protects me. Silence.
Hopefully my Phoebe doesn't die because she is at 9k HP.
Path is arduous. Path
No gun.
is arduous.
I don't have
All right.
all day.
Got the Sprazzle buff.
All yours.
Oh dear. Yeah, okay. Check out my blaze. Yep, we're back up. We can't even get through a full blaze bar. You're never gonna see Zani's second ultimate, ladies and gentlemen. You're never gonna see Zani's second liberation. It's just not gonna happen, I guess, in this comp. And again, this Phoebe's level 70.
Today,
What sequence
fine
knows? She's
day.
S0. Zani's over here. Yeah. Looks like our S3 is useless. Yeah, turns out Zani's S3 might be the worst thing in the game because we haven't been able to activate it a single fucking time. Yeah, we haven't been able to activate this S3 a single time because that would buff the last stand and we have not been able to use it yet. So yeah, maybe this is actually just a fake sequence node because in any content, you're never going to be able to actually activate it. Now let's go ahead. Let's try it out on this floor, right? We got the Sentry Construct and then a couple of Glacio dudes. Oh, I gotta watch out for these guys. These guys will actually cook my Phoebe.
Physical damage
They almost already killed Shorekeeper.
Modulation. Sentinel protect me. Answer me, crystals. Give me strength. Power of the sentinel.
No contest. Efficient. I can
All right, here we go. Boom.
some heads around. All yours. Don't stand in my way. Reduced to dust.
Yeah, we're never gonna see that second attack, are we? We're in a desperate plea to see the last stand in action. It's taking a while, though. And so, why not fight an enemy that's spectral resistant? And then maybe it'll finally work. Let's take our talents to the overdrive zone, ladies and gentlemen, and go fight the Light Crusher and the Fallacy of No Return. I think that might be the only way for this to actually happen. Surely we'll be able to see the last stand. They got spectral resistance. Was bro ever attacked?
Astral modulation. Sentinel protect me. Judgment time. Purify. Bluebird.
So as you're seeing, right, remember how I said Zani's lack of ER wasn't an issue?
Path is arduous. Power.
Yeah, I said that for a reason.
My shield.
Wait,
I
this
don't
is
have
actually,
all
this
day.
might actually be a decent challenge.
Come at me. Just a scratch.
There we go. Okay.
Stand in my way.
Hey, we're gonna see it. Here we go.
Leave it to me.
Wait, that did
No, I
almost
haven't.
nothing. That was really disappointing.
Sentinel protect
I don't know what I expected.
Crystals, give me strength.
Did you swap cancel it? No, I mean, what do you guys mean swap cancel it?
Power of the sentinel.
Like, you can't swap cancel Zani's liberation.
I don't do overtime. Come at me.
Do keep in mind that I'm pretty sure Shorekeeper's stuff is gonna run out when you're taking this long to do your liberation.
Leave it to me. Answer me.
Maybe if I like do a little bit of spiciness, yeah. Yeah, that didn't really seem to do that much. Yeah, maybe that's not really worth looking forward to.
Silent power of the sentinel.
I don't have all day. Come at me. My shield can withstand more than that.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, that second liberation doesn't seem to be that impressive at all. Maybe it was the spectral resistance, but we finally got to see it. We actually got to see it twice. Hopefully that makes up for the first three not even getting close to activating it. Now let's go ahead and let's take our talents elsewhere. All the way over to Renacita and the new hologram bosses. I want to try out and see what this looks like against Fleur-de-Lis in difficulty 6. I think the Phoebe is at risk of definitely getting one shot. Hopefully it doesn't get too bad over here.
Leave it to me. Loading. Astral modulation. Sentinel protect me. Judgment time.
I feel like she might be dead.
All of you at once. I don't do overtime. Come at me. Reduce to dust. That's just a scratch.
Yeah, it's like a TOA boss at this point on difficulty 5. Maybe we can keep the fight going if we click continue challenge real fast. Oh, no, we can't.
In my way.
No, we can't.
Leave it to me.
Divine grace.
Loading war with time. Sentinel protect me. Descend. Ha! Pain is my vengeance. I call upon
No
Sentinel.
That's just a scratch. I can spare a minute.
I don't even know where that boss was.
Come at me. Reduce to dust. Don't stand in my way. Efficiency bubble. My shield can withstand more than impossible.
Pottery
Yeah, the fight kind of ends up with you like doing a straight up fight with her. And when she goes up into the air, it can't really do very much. Yeah, Zani is unfortunately not one of those characters that can very easily deal with that. And I might actually reset that real fast, because, yeah, our Phoebe shit is, like, on cooldown. All right, well, our Phoebe's attack got canceled, so we're missing some of our... Okay, there we go. Well, that's what the revive looks like. Oh, I got a little bit greedy there. A little bit stupid, a little bit greedy there. This fight is still kind of diseased, even with S6R5. Oh, we got the parry off on there. And we don't get the timing on the invulnerability, unfortunately. We don't get the undying rage. I'm gonna be honest with you. That part of her S6 seems like kind of bad. It's only for the first couple of seconds, but then you end up spending about like 10 minutes in like the blaze mode. I mean, like we're definitely using it here. But it's like, at that point, you're trying to spend like 10 more minutes in this mode. It's not really working. It's kind of like a bait, because you'll definitely be left at 1 HP, but you have to spend like 10 more minutes in the mode.
Give me strength. I see the
Oh my
light.
gosh. This doesn't even feel like a fun boss for an S6 Zani, because you gotta end up like, kind of like chasing her around. She ends up in the air, and you're just like... All right, here we go.
Some heads around. All yours. Stand in justice. Shout.
That mechanic with her swords and like the thing on the ground, that has to be one of the most unfun things in the game. Oh god. Oh great. I mean, I'm still of the opinion this is probably the most unfun hologram. At least from my opinion of what I tried. You guys are perfectly fine to disagree with that. It just feels like it has some of the most like nasty mechanics.
This Isn't
It's the best one. Yeah, my point of view is I don't like off-screen attacks and like huge wide area things. And the fact that like the rings can hit you at different times makes it like way less fun for me.
I can spare a minute.
My Phoebe's dead, but it doesn't matter.
Don't stand in my way. Efficiency.
Bro, what even is that? I'm sorry, bro. That's there feels like there's something wrong with that.
Don't stand in my way. All yours. Reduce to
Okay, we get a second rotation off though. Nice. But yeah, no shorekeeper lives.
loading? Astral modulation. Sentinel protect me.
the purge has come.
Crystals, give me strength. In the name of
No
Imperator.
contest. Come at me. All yours. I don't have
All right, I think she's cooked. But yeah, 2 rotations. I mean, it's more like 2.15 rotations. But yeah, it took us a while. But yeah, this boss is... I'm not gonna lie, when she puts down like the 3 rings, it doesn't matter who you're playing if they're melee. I feel like it's just not a good time. Probably my least favorite part of the fight is her putting up the 3 rings and then just trying to like fight you in the middle of it. I don't think it matters
Anything
how
I
many
can help
sequence
you
nodes you
with.
have. You're not having a good time in that shit. But yeah, the Zani's looking pretty good. The Zani is actually looking pretty good. I would say nice build overall. A lot of heavy attack. Heavy attack on every single piece, actually. So people saying that this isn't a good build, this is actually an amazing build. It's got like fucking... Yeah, it's only got 43.8% while they're on field. So as a final treat, now that we've shown all of the different things that Zani can do and all the crazy damage, let's go ahead and maybe see if we can roll this
Anything
guy
I can
a
help you
godlike
with.
Capitanius, because that's the one thing missing. Unfortunately, he only has a Nightmare Morning Ikes, and so why don't we just take a look at some of these and see what we can do for the man. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to do that. It does. He has 12,000 too. He'll be okay. Okay. Okay, that's not that good. Pretend you didn't see me do that. I got my settings wrong. Let's see what we can do for the guy now. Now that he's let us use his account, let's get a godlike Capitanius for him. It's going. And remember, because he has S2 Zani, we don't really need to get much more... We don't really need a crit rate roll. We can actually just run crit damage and then the rest offensive substats and he'll be okay. And that should honestly low-key be good enough. Hopefully that the rest of the 3 substats are offensive and then we can call it a day. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see if we can get some heavy attack. Okay, we're there. All right, well, I guess that's it. We only needed 3 of them. We did the main stat selector on a bunch, but... Oh, yeah, I mean, that's... it. That's pretty good, right? That's pretty good. All right, so... Keyword, or the key lesson of the day is sometimes you just have to roll better. Sorry for wasting your main stat selectors. I think we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we did 4 of them. Yeah, 4 main stat selectors wasted, but I would say this Capitanius is pretty good. Most people would probably say this is like a high percentage one. But yeah, you're gonna want to put this one in the main slot, and yeah, you should be good to go with that one. Let's see how much heavy attack he has now. That's good. Oh, that's high. Oh, wow, that's high. Jesus Christ, that's high. Holy shit. So, yeah, just keep in mind that this Capitanius can only get more powerful with time. We've just gone ahead. We treated this guy. He's having a good time with this account now. And, yeah, if you ever want me to use this thing again, you know, a little bit more juiced up, I'm pretty sure you'll have even more fun in Hollows with this bad boy. Shizuku782, appreciate you letting us give the Zani a spin. And I'm glad that we were able to get you a really nice Capitanius after that. Hopefully, this has let you all see what an S6R5 Zani is capable of, because she is kind of crazy. Let me know what you all think. Peace.